Hi, Sam.
Oh wow, that was pretty cool. Hey, we got a we got a video, a Zoom and a screen share within a Zoom and a screen share. What's that all about? And if we've been recording it, and I've just started recording this now. Actually, I'm going to share this with Danny. Yeah, if we've been recording that as well, I don't know that the technology would have coped. Surely my laptop would have exploded. But Danny, that was absolutely awesome. Really, really good. We were there, kind of wondering whether you were actually there or not. We tried to talk to you a few times, and then I suddenly realised that actually, no, this is a video. But thank you so much for doing that. That was great. I thought we'd just do a little recording of feedback, our thoughts following that, because we've got some homework to do. What do you reckon to that? Is that going to be a challenge?
It is for me. I know I spend a lot of time with quite negative people. I'm not quite sure how to decrease that time, in all honesty, so it's going to be hard for me.
Yeah. It's really tough, isn't it? Especially if they're really close friends or family, even family. It's kind of, good, tough. And I don't know, I don't have an answer for that. It's kind of, for me, it's kind of happened. It's just happened, not through me making a decision to make it happen. It's because I've changed. The people have spent less time with me as it happens. It's kind of quite strange. Probably wasn't at the time. It wasn't a deliberate decision, but that's kind of what's happened anyway. So I think as you kind of change, then that just by nature of that, it will alter who you spend time with. But I think, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this exercise anyway, just to get. It'd be interesting to know, and it might be surprising actually. There might be people you'd mark positive that you didn't think were, and the other way around. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think personally, there's a few people I spend time with that I can't actually pinpoint if they are an anchor or a. Hard to know.
I was going to say that. It's not always necessarily black and white, is it? It's difficult to say for some people. For some people, it's obvious because they spend all day moaning and you know that they're a drain on you. But for other people, like, might be somebody that you get on really well with, but they're not necessarily sort of conducive to you achieving your goals.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Yeah.
Amy, you talked about there are some people that perhaps you can't necessarily spend less time with, but could you use like your personal development to just deal with it differently?
Yeah, I mean, I have been doing that, to be honest. Certain family members that aren't particularly positive, but I have learned to let go of a lot of other people's negativity. I don't let it affect me personally.
Yeah, so I think you kind of detach yourself from it, don't you? If you recognise that it is negative and you don't want to be engaged in that, then you can kind of find a way of detaching yourself from it.
Definitely, I often find myself sort of drifting into another dimension almost.
In some ways, that's not good either, is it?
No, it's not.
I say that I pretty much live in Samland. And Leo's heard that term quite a lot. I use it at work all the time. I pretty much live in Samland, but sometimes that also means that Sam doesn't really think about how she's coming across to others too. So it kind of works the other way as well. If that makes sense. Because, I mean, Leo will vouch that sometimes I'm really, really windy, which is probably not a great thing.
Well, I think we all are, aren't we? It's that mindfulness of sort of trying to stop yourself from doing it before. And there was early on when we first started going through the book, Sam, there's a chapter on like complaining. John set as a challenge to go through 24 hours without complaining at all, and it was harder than we thought. And I don't know if you remember when I came to work, I said,
yeah, I remember you doing that.
Yeah. You find yourself doing it. And then you think, oh no, I mustn't do that.
Yeah. It's too easy, isn't it? Yeah, I remember that really well, and I made it through till I think it's 22 hours or something. And it was quite an explosive situation. Like, whoa. All that restraint to just kind of unleashed. Oh, dear.
I think I survived about 3 minutes.
Oh no. I think that was the same as Nikki. Nikki didn't do very well, did she?
No.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's a cool principle. That is, I like it, and definitely, you know, I think most of us that anyone that's done personal development is definitely will have recognised that happening, or the struggles that with it, trying to adjust, and going through your own sort of journey, and to have awareness that first that is happening. Because to me, it happened before I had the awareness that it was happening. I was developing. I didn't even know about this whole 5 people thing, and all my friends changed to different people, and I didn't know what I did. So it's better to have some knowledge that you're going down this path, and you likely impact is you're going to spend time with different people, and it's not actually, you know, it's not their fault, it's not your fault. It's just, you know, time for change. You know, time to spend time with different people. So yeah, no, it's good. And quite early on in that, Danny was saying something about paying the price to spend time with exceptional people, and or paying whatever the price is. I think it was something like that, wasn't it? Do you remember? And that kind of, you know, I had my head scratching a little bit about that, because, you know, I haven't really gone out of my way to spend time with super successful people. I don't know how to go about doing that, where they are, you know, to reach out to people and then pay the price. What does that mean? Like jump on a plane, go across the world to go and camp on someone's doorstep to spend time with Richard Branson? I don't know. I think I might get turfed out of Necker Island fairly quickly. Yeah, I mean, I spend time with successful people, but I don't pay the price. I don't go out of my way to do it, and that's what he's saying in that chapter, isn't he? Actually taking steps to interact with people.
That bit kind of struck me because I'm doing my PhD part-time whilst I'm working, and, you know, album stuff as well. So I've got quite a lot going on. One thing my supervisor keeps saying to me is, you know, how am I coping with, you know, financial, because I'm funding myself. And I'm just like, well, I can find the money for it. And in November, I'm going to a conference to present my research. And the delegate fees are quite expensive. And obviously funding myself, I don't have a funding body to do that. And something my supervisor keeps saying is, how am I going to afford it? And I keep saying, I'm going to do that. So I apply it to my PhD, and I just need to start applying that to other areas of my life as well. Because I already do it for that.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like I need to apply that.
Yeah.
That bit kind of hit me as well.
That's it. I mean, there's so much about that, isn't there? If you truly believe something's going to happen, it will. You will find a way. So you're totally right. You can apply that to anything. You can apply that to network marketing, whatever it is. Just hit that attitude and go for it. Yeah.
I thought of a few other sort of groups you can join on Facebook, particularly that Danny was going through to spend time with successful people. Because I've found on the I forgot his name now. Don Failer, not Don Failer, the other one.
Don't worry.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Don.
That's right.
Yeah, if you join his Facebook page, there's positivity everywhere. You can't avoid it. So talking to those sorts of people, a good way to find successful people as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And also, you know, we're in a fortunate position where we do have successful people fairly close to us in our upline.
Yeah.
And mine's not far away, although she's out tonight. I have a successful person in this house. So it's reaching up to those people, or reaching out to sidelines, or, you know, when you go to AAC, you know, you're surrounded by successful people. Go and talk to them. Ask them, you know, why, what steps they took to become successful. And there's so many people do it at these big events. And there was, I think Eric Worre was talking about it in I'm not sure it was Eric Worre or somewhere else, but we're talking about going into these events with the whole view that you're going to interview people. Set a goal to interview 10 MVPs when you go to AAC. You know, why not? Or RVPs, there might not be 10 MVPs there, but 10 RVPs or MVPs. Just go and talk to them, ask them 5 questions, get your questions identified. What would you ask them if you happen to be sat next to them at a table, drinking a cup of tea or something? Just turn around, ask them those questions. So I think we're in a fortunate position where we do have that opportunity to be connected with successful people in our industry. Cool. All right. Should we go on to the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to click onto the other video in 1 second.